Hi, it's PeriPeri here from chilihead.coza. Today I've got a couple of beauties. We picked these in the garden earlier today. You'll probably recognize these. In fact, there's a whole handful here and more. They're coming in thick and fast. These Butjolokias, nice big ones, gnarly, looking really quite mean. Here's another one. Looking really awesome, fiery and hot. Anyway, that's not what we're going to concentrate on today. Today we're going to look at some Carolina Reapers. Here we go. You can see the tail. There's another small one. So, the Carolina Reaper, it's the hottest chili in the world. Need I say more? It's in the Guinness Book of Records. It's considered to be the hottest chili that's ever been grown. It has an average of about 1.5 million Scovilles, as opposed to the previous world record holder, which is the Trinidad Scorpion Butch Tea, which had a top of about 1.46 million Scovilles. The Carolina Reaper actually has 1.5 million Scovilles on average. This obviously depends greatly on the growing conditions, how much rain, how much sun, how much heat, the quality of the soil, the growing conditions, how much sunlight. It goes on and on and on. So they do give people a range. So they say on average it's 1.5. But the hottest pod that was ever measured of these in a laboratory, of course, is 2.2. So if you've got your growing conditions right, you're going to get some serious firepower from these little babies. The characteristic of the Carolina Reaper, of course, being the very gnarly, sort of angry-looking exterior, very pimply, very foldy, and then this little guy right here. So that there is kind of the trademark. Not all of the pods tend to have a tail to them. Some do look slightly different. There are also throwbacks on the Carolina Reaper, which do tend to come through through the regiment. Sometimes pods can look rather habanero-like, especially early on in the season. The pods can look a little bit smooth and a little bit odd-looking. There may be a plant or two in a dozen, but mostly all sort of based on this, sort of close to this variation. That having been said, growing-wise, always good germination, nice high temperatures to get these babies off to a good start. Really, just get on with the job, these things. Carolina Reapers do like to just get the job done, producing quite a few pods for each plant. Yeah, scary. Having done a test on these a couple of times before, really, in my mind, about as hot as I'd like to go. But having said that, an incredible flavor to the Carolina Reaper. So, yeah, what more can I tell you? I can tell you the exterior of this is just incredibly lumpy and bumpy and really quite scary looking. With those folds. I'm going to cut one of these open and we can have a look inside. Yeah, definite smell of naga on those. Lots of placenta, lots of things on the inside there, seeds. We can see them. I'm going to take the seeds out, or at least I'm going to try to take the seeds out before I taste test this. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm doing this again. That's like, ooh. But yeah, these things have to be done for the customers who really want to know about the Carolina Reaper. I think the last 2 times I've tried the Carolina Reaper, it really did take the wind out of my sails. It's guaranteed to do the same thing again this season. So anyway, I've got the seeds. The smell is a fruity smell. Touched my nose with that one. It's a fruity smell. It's a pleasant smell, which is what I really remember from the last couple of taste tests I did. They're incredibly tasty. So without further ado, here goes to the first Carolina Reaper of the season. Nice fruity flavor, really nice. Up front, while I can still taste. And there goes that heat. These babies are hot. These babies are very, very hot. Straight to the back of the throat. Front of the mouth, back of the throat. But really, really nice, lovely flavors on that. Yeah. Really coating the whole mouth. An incredibly pungent chili, very, very hot. And the thing that I've said many a time before is, you get your heat on your chilies, but really what makes a chili is the chemical makeup of the capsaicin in the chili. You find some mild chilies that have a certain heat, maybe only 800 Scovilles. Okay, that's not mild, but anyway, 800 Scovilles. And yet, that's quite hot. And yet, the burn is severe. The way it burns the mouth, the way the pain relates to the pain receptors in the mouth is incredibly painful. So, that is hot. I'm just going to cut another one open just in case. That other one was a little bit on the small side. So, just have a look inside that one. There we go, pretty much the same kind of situation, same story. Again, I'm going to take the seeds out of this one. Yeah, so really the Carolina Reaper, in my experience, and I've tried a few, we've got the Moruga, we've got the Butch Tea, we've got the Dubla, and many other chilies. That's really hitting the solar plexus now. Oh. It's got a long burn, but the flavor is exceptional. I'm sure I'm not going to have any taste buds for the next 3 days, but nonetheless, I've got to give this a go. But most people will find this just off the chart and incredibly painful to eat. Growing chilies, you grow up with chilies around you, you're tasting chilies all the time. One does get immune kind of to the capsaicin in chilies, and one's threshold does go higher. So, I'm shaking. Okay, well, one more for the road. Very fruity. Taste buds taking a bit of a beating now. Yum. These are tasty. Very, very nice. Actually, the more you eat, the more the fruit comes through. Oh, that one was bitter, actually, which is usually a sign of a very hot pod. Okay, so this is my breakfast, by the way. I'm going to have one more for the road. I'm not going to do what other people do and eat like 15 in a row. That's like a one-way trip to the toilet. Again, a nice stinger on this one here. Really nice. heat is beginning to kick in. Oh my word. Yo! My goodness. That is a really, really hot chili. I've tried some in my time, but the Carolina Reaper takes the prize. Oh, this is like the breakfast of champions, really. My goodness, this is the biggest one of them all. It's quite a big pot. I'm beginning to sweat. My eyes are beginning to tear up. My mouth is like a war zone. These are incredibly, incredibly hot. But where would you use them? Lovely perfumey flavor on that one. Somehow the flavor is always different. Oh, that is hot. That's like 25 curries I've just had. Okay, that's me for the day. That is hot. My mouth feels like I've just stuck 3 burning hot coals in my mouth. The back of my throat feels like somebody's taken a red hot poker and just shoved it down the back of my throat. My solar plexus is like aching, like the worst heartburn you've ever had. But the flavor is great. I pushed the boundaries a little bit today. 3 Carolina Reapers. Next time maybe it'll be 4. These babies will be next. Only half the Scovilles of the Carolina Reaper. The Butchulakias are looking incredibly tasty and fiery. My tears are going. My goodness. My sleeves are wet. I am on fire. But it was a really awesome experience. Not one I'm going to do again in a hurry real soon, but for one season I think that's enough. 3 Carolina Reapers in one go. I can't even talk anymore. My mouth, my tongue feels like it's being, I don't know, shredded by razor blades. That is just so hot. The Carolina Reaper, the world's hottest chili, without a doubt. You can get your seeds at chilihead.coza. It's me, PeriPeri, signing off. Until next time, cheerio. Hi, it's PeriPeri here. It's about 10 minutes later. My eyes are still streaming. My tongue feels like it's in a vice. The Carolina Reaper is still going. Well, I've got my milk. I've drunk about 2 liters. It doesn't seem to be helping. I've got some natural yogurt, courtesy of my good friend Grant. And this does seem to help. Some nice natural yogurt. That is one serious chili. Not to be messed with. It really is a very, very hot chili. Anyway, that's enough from me. Till next time. Cheerio. Oh, there it goes again. Woo!